Over the weekend, Donald Trump and Bill O'Reilly finished up their terribly overhyped and underperforming failed tour, and it went out with pretty much the best way possible, with Donald Trump getting booed by his own fans.
Both the president and I are vaxxed, and did you get the booster?
Yes.
I got it too. Okay, so...
Don't. No. That's all. There's a very tiny group over there.
Oh, it's so good. The Schadenfreude. Oh, it tastes great. Yummy in my tummy. Look, I can't help myself. He is a terrible, terrible person. That said, he actually said some things about the vaccine that I think is good. I think it's good that he's saying these things. In fact, in the next video here, he's going to go and he's going to play up the vaccine. Take a look.
We did something that was historic. We saved tens of millions of lives worldwide. We, together, all of us, not me, we got a vaccine done, 3 vaccines done, and tremendous therapeutics like Regeneron and other things that have saved a lot of lives. We got a vaccine done in less than 9 months that was supposed to take from 5 to 12 years. Because of that vaccine, millions and millions of people, I think this would have been the Spanish flu of 1917, where up to 100 million people died. This was going to ravage the country far beyond what it is right now. Take credit for it. Take credit for it. It's a great, what we've done is historic. Don't let them take it away. Don't take it away from ourselves. You're playing right into their hands when you sort of like, oh, the vaccine. If you don't want to take it, you shouldn't be forced to take it. No mandates, but take credit because we saved tens of millions of lives. Take credit. Don't let them take that away from you.
Okay, so the president made news.
Do you agree with that? Right?
Okay, now one small correction, of course. He and his supporters did not save lives. Science saved lives. Science saved lives through the vaccine. And again, through the development of these treatments for COVID, Regeneron, as he mentioned, it does work. Other things, not so much. For example, like ivermectin. But hey, you know what? All in all, go ahead and take the credit. If it helps just save one more person's life, he can take all the credit he wants. I really don't care. But besides, all the smart people, we know the truth. We know that it was science. We know that it was the scientists, not the pharmaceutical companies themselves, but the scientists that were actually doing the work that saved millions of lives. So, you know, we know it. Great. Now, if he and his MAGA followers want to think, oh, yeah, it was us, yeah, we're so pro-vaccine. If it gets you to take it, I don't really care. Just do it. That's a net positive. Just take it already. Just take it already. Okay? Anything to get more people vaccinated and not die. You know what? Now, the newest news, Omicron has overtaken Delta. That quickly. That quickly. You know how many months it took for Omicron? I'm sorry, not Omicron, but Delta to become the dominant strain in this country? And within what, a week or two, Omicron immediately, 73% of the new cases of COVID-19 are Omicron. Holy crap. That is really, really disastrous. So yes, get the vaccine, get the booster, get the booster. Donald Trump got the booster. Bill O'Reilly got the booster. And we know, but here's the thing, right? Yes, while I care about people getting vaccinated so that they don't get COVID and die, and it's because I'm tired of the death, I'm tired of the destruction, I'm tired of the families being torn apart, I'm tired of the hospitals being filled up to the brim with COVID patients, people on ventilators. I'm sick of seeing the carnage. I'm sick of seeing the carnage. And by the way, I'm also sick of the new variants. But Trump doesn't care about any of that, obviously, and we know this. We also know that during his battle with COVID, Trump was scared to death personally. And again, I think anybody in his position would be. I don't blame him for that. No. Look, an older guy, He's overweight. He had a hard time breathing when he got it, and he panicked. He panicked, and he got the treatment. You know, the whatever cocktail. I think it was probably the Regeneron cocktail. And so, yes, after that, he's like, oh, I don't want to go through that again. No, I'm gonna get the vaccine. I'm gonna get the vaccine. And then he gets the booster because he doesn't want to go through that again. And I wouldn't want to either. Totally fine. It makes sense, right? And I got the booster too over the weekend. It kind of knocked me out for a day, but I feel much better. And look, everybody should get the booster. Everybody should get the booster. Now, unfortunately, he got booed by his own people. And so that's because a lot of Republicans have made being anti-science a part of their identity, even outside of Donald Trump. I mean, the only times they seem to be pro-science is when they're using outdated studies to go after trans people or to push for, again, fake cures like hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin. You know that COVID study they love to, you know, cite, the gigantic meta-study on ivermectin? That had to get thrown out because the studies on it were, one of the studies in it was rife with fraud. In fact, actually, there was about 2 studies that were rife with fraud. One of them used the same 11 patient records and just copied and pasted, duplicated them, so that it would give the appearance of a much larger sample size. And of course, it's like, oh, well, I mean, look at how effective ivermectin is. Look at that. Look at that. Well, we did. We looked at it, and we found some very big problems with the methodology. Very big problems. Ivermectin, not a miracle cure. Hydroxychloroquine, not a miracle cure. Now, by the way, ivermectin, great if you have parasites. It could literally save your life if you've got, like, river blindness, right? Doesn't do anything when it comes to COVID-19, though. Neither does putting a light bulb up your butt, or, God forbid, drinking bleach, or the disinfectant, putting it into the lungs. I hear it just burns the COVID right out. No, none of that. Don't do any of that stuff. Ridiculous, stupid. Do what your hero, your cult leader wants you to do. Get vaccinated and get the booster. That's it. Now, here's the thing. As much as I had fun watching Trump getting booed, that's actually not the best part of the story. No, I saved the best part for last. Best parts would actually happen afterwards. In an interview with Dan Abrams on News Nation, O'Reilly later said that Donald Trump had personally phoned him after the event and was hurt by the crowd's reaction. I told him that today. He called me, said O'Reilly. Aw, did he get us sad? Did the booze hurt your very tender fifis? Is that what happened? Sad baby? Look, again, it would have been great had he come out at the beginning of the pandemic, or even when yes, he should have come out earlier in the beginning of the pandemic and took it seriously and actually had the government take things seriously. Would have been real nice, all right? But even if he had said, oh, wow, now I know things, now I know more about this virus, we know more about this virus, when the vaccine had come out and said, oh, everybody should get the vaccine, we strongly suggest that you should get the vaccine. He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. Didn't do it at all. And so he downplayed it instead, downplayed the virus, didn't really take the vaccine all that seriously, didn't promote it, even though he had gotten the vaccine on the down low. And again, it's because he knows the big chunk of the MAGA base is anti-science and hates vaccines. They just hate it. And yet now, what's funny is he calls up O'Reilly and he's like, it's like Dr. Frankenstein saying, oh my God, I can't believe the monster that I created would ever attack me. I can't believe it. How could this happen? Nobody could have seen this one coming. Except for, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.